Top 10 Budget Beast Infielders. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the top 10 budget infielders that I got for you guys picked out. And the requirements for the budget beasts that I have, at least, are essentially that they have to be 15,000 stubs or less, and you have to be able to buy them on the marketplace. Therefore, some of the guys you see on my screen right now, like Brian Hayes, David Fletcher, Joey Gallo, Babe Ruth, do not count as budget infielders, although Gallo and Babe Ruth are technically outfielders in the 42 series. But either way, it has to be somebody that you can go on the market right now and purchase for your 15,000 stubs or less. That's the requirement. Also, we're about 8 people away, I believe, from getting up to 1,500 subscribers. When we hit that mark, we'll be doing a $25 gift card giveaway for a PlayStation or Xbox. So let's hit that number with this video. Let's get into it. Honorable mentions. First up on the list is Yermin Mercedes. He's in the honorable mentions, and honestly, he's the only goal player in this entire list, and he's the only catcher. He's 84 overall, right-handed batting, right-handed throwing, and pretty much the reason that sets him in the honorable mentions is his batting is 81 or higher across the board for contact, power, and vision. Then he has 61 discipline, 64 clutch. Very glitchy swing. I think he's an amazing hitter. He can also play first base for a secondary. His defense isn't that great. That's why he's not making the top 10 list. And he's under 5,000 stubs. I think he's actually under like 4,000 stubs now, because a lot of people already have that Brian Buxton. So therefore, Mercedes gets onto this list as an honorable mention. The next guy in the honorable mentions is another Topps Now card, and Paul DeJong. He's a shortstop primary with first base, second base, and third base as his secondaries. 87 overall, right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. And the thing about him is he crushes right-handed pitching, so righty on righty he's great, but he doesn't hit lefties that well. For the righty on righty matchup, though, he's 94 contact, 105 power. So that's amazing. His fielding's actually very good, too, at 84 fielding, 70 arm strength, 87 arm accuracy, and 90 reaction. He's just slightly out of the top 10. I originally had him in the top 10, then bounced him out for some other guys that I noticed price had dropped when making this video for my original list that I made maybe 4 or 5 days ago. I've been very, very busy. I apologize for the lack of videos that have come out lately. I promise that I will get back up to tempo, doing a video a day at least, sometimes 2 videos a day. Let's move on to the next honorable mention. The last of the honorable mentions is Corey Seager's live series card for the LA Dodgers. He's 85 overall, left-handed batting, right-handed throwing. Shortstop primary, can play second base and third base. When this card's playing up, he can be absolutely lethal because he does have 5-star rating on his inside edge quite often. He's very well balanced as a hitter. I personally am not a huge fan of his swing. That's the biggest reason he's off the top 10 list. Is more personal preference. He could probably be somewhere in the bottom 3, knocking out any of the 8, 9, or 10 guys out of the honorable mentions. For other people's lists, I think this Seager, though, just barely out of the top 10 because his fielding is not great, as you can see on here. 69 fielding, 70 reaction, 50 speed. So he's not the best range for a shortstop. He's better suited at third base, in my opinion. The hitting, though, pretty well balanced. I just don't like his swing. That's what got him in the honorable mentions. Let's move on to the top 10 list. Number 10 is Xander Bogert. He's a shortstop primary, can play second base and third base just like that Seager can. Right-handed batting, right-handed throwing. And really, for me, the Bogart just has a better swing than Seager. They're otherwise relatively the same card. Seager has a little bit more power. Bogarts has a little bit more contact. If they're both playing up, they can both be lethal. As you can see, Bogarts right now is crushing right-handed pitching at 81 power with that plus 11, and he's at 106 contact versus righty. So if these guys are playing up, they can obviously be very good cards. His fielding's a little bit worse than Seager, to be honest, but I do like his swing a lot better, and I do think that he needs to play third base, just like I mentioned the Seager does. They're pretty much the same card, but I got Bogarts coming in at number 10. Let me know if you would have put Seager in the top 10 or Bogarts, or maybe you would have put Mercedes or even the DeJong rather than having Bogarts in the top 10, but he's making top 10 for my list. Number 9. The Houston Astro Alex Bregman's live series card. Primary third base, can play first base, shortstop, and left field. So a little bit more flexibility than the last couple guys we went over. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. Pretty much the same thing. Playing up, he can be lethal. Now, his hitting against righty is not the best, but he crushes lefty, so he can at least be a platoon guy and a good platoon guy. On top of, you're looking at his fieldings slightly better than I would say Bogarts or Seager's. And I think that his swing is more towards Bogert's swing than it is towards Seager's. I think his swing is a little bit in between when it comes to glitchiness. A lot of people have a lot of success with Bregman, though. So that's one of the reasons why I got him at 9 as well. Even though the list is my list, I do take into consideration other people's opinions, and they say Bregman has a good swing. Either way, he's coming in at number 9 on this list. Number 8. At the 8 spot, we have another third baseman. It's a future stars, Austin Riley. He can play first base and left field as well, 87 overall. Looking at his attributes, he doesn't have the best contact, but he has tremendous pop for his power at 92 power versus righty, 95 power versus lefty. The vision is a little bit low at 63, 77 discipline, 88 clutch. Although his contact and vision is a little bit lower, the tremendous power along with a good swing, I think has him better than the Bregman as well as the Seager that we went over. His fielding is better than them too at 76 fielding, 68 reaction, 45 speed. Primary third baseman. The thing is, you do not get an option to play shortstop with him, but either way, I think Riley's a little bit better than them. That's what got him at 8 on the list. Number 7. So the 7th pick here might puzzle a little bit of people, but I think Anthony Rendon has a top 5 swing at third base in this game. And maybe you guys think I'm crazy, but I absolutely mash with his swing. And like I said, this is my list. If he's playing up, which he does play up a lot against righties, he's one of the better third basemen as he obviously mashes lefties with that 80 contact versus lefties and 92 power. He has 80 vision as well, so he's going to have a good-sized PCI with his good contact and vision. Looking at his fielding, it's above average. It's not wonderful. He doesn't have the best arm. He can play third base as his primary, then second base and first base as well. Overall, I think this Rendon is a very good card. I actually leave him on my bench to pitch in against lefties sometimes, especially early in the game right now. So it's one of those guys where I just really, really love his swing. And because of that, he's coming in at number 7 on my list. Let me know what you guys think. Did I reach on this one? Do you guys think, man, maybe Rendon might not even be on the top 10? You could literally put DeJong or Bogarts or Mercedes above him. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Number 6. One of the more expensive players in this top 10 list that coming in slightly over 10,000 stubs, I think about 12,000 stubs if I'm not mistaken, is Trea Turner. Shortstop, can play second base, third base, and center field. The biggest upside of this Turner is his speed. 99 speed, 92 stealing, 99 base running aggressiveness. Can be a game changer, a true leadoff. He does have some good pop for leadoff too with 80 contact versus righty, 95 contact versus lefty, 72 power versus righty, and 60 power versus lefty. He seems to be playing up a lot at the 86 overall. He's bumped up to 89 with inside edge today. He has 72 vision. The fielding hurts a little bit as he's not the best fielder, but he's so fast that his range makes up for the lack of fielding and reaction. The Trea Turner coming in at number 6 on the list, on top of a very good swing. I must mention that as well. Let's see what the top 5 has for us. Number 5. Before he was winning rings for the New York Yankees, Tino Martinez was playing on the Seattle Mariners. This is his 1995 breakout card, 87 overall, left-handed batting, right-handed throwing, first baseman. Does not have any secondary positions. And overall, this card is just a very good hitter with a pretty decent swing. 74 contact versus righty, 93 contact versus lefty with 80 power versus righty, 86 power versus lefty, 79 vision, 75 discipline. Pretty decent fielding, first baseman at 78 fielding and 65 reaction with 36 speed. He comes in a very, very good price too. That's one of the biggest reasons why I made it the top 5 is he's only about 8,000 stubs. That's a very good price for a first baseman at 87 overall. Don't have to worry about him playing up or down. Smooth swing. Do I think he's the best first baseman on this list? Actually, no, I do not. However, I do think the Martinez can be suitable if you want to have a left-handed bat at first base that's for a cheap cost. Number 4. In the 4th spot, I think is some guy's favorite player so far this year, Ryan McMahon. Third baseman, can play first base and second base as well. He's a tops now card for the Colorado Rockies, 86 overall, left-handed batting, right-handed throwing. He has 83 contact versus righty, 70 contact versus lefty. Then he mashes for power with 96 power versus righty and 93 power versus lefty, 66 vision, 93 discipline. Overall, a tremendous power hitter, and he has a tremendously good swing. The fielding hurts him a little bit, which is why he's probably not in the top 2. He's with 67 fielding, 73 arm strength, 57 arm accuracy, 72 reaction with 32 speed. So not good range. You're going to want him to play on the corners. At second base, secondary, you don't even want him to be an option because he's so slow. But overall, great swing. Somebody that if you're looking for a budget team, you could keep him on the bench or start him at third base. And I think he'd be a viable option for a little bit. Number 3. Rhys Hoskins, top now card, 88 overalls, coming in the third spot here. He has 56 contact versus righty, 73 contact versus lefty, 106 power versus righty, 108 power versus lefty with 56 vision. Overall, Hoskins should at least be on your bench as a pinch hitter if you don't have a large budget or a big set of guys to go after. Like, if you haven't done collections or anything, you're just looking for some budget players. This Hoskins is definitely a guy that can be a pinch hitter. Primary's first base, can play left field as a secondary, does bat right-handed, throws right-handed. The fielding's atrocious, so you're only really going to want him as a pinch hitter, if I'm being honest. 60 fielding, 40 arm strength, 88 arm accuracy, 65 reaction with 28 speed. Definitely not an outfielder. Play him at first base if you want to have him as your starter. If not, use him as a bench bat. He can be a great asset. I would rate his swing probably like a 7.5 out of 10. He has an above average swing. It's not the best, but it's not terrible either. Number 2. Machado's recently a guy that dropped down onto this list, to be honest. He's third baseman that can play first base and shortstop, right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. And his hitting's not the best, but he does have a glitchy swing. What really makes this card shine is his fielding. 88 fielding, 92 arm strength, 73 arm accuracy, 95 reaction with 40 speed. So he's going to have great reaction at third base. He's going to be locked down over there. He can play first base and shortstop as well. However, I'd say as shortstop, he's not the rangiest, but he can definitely make throws and plays if he gets to the ball. The hitting is a little bit lower than I'd like to see. However, he does hit lefties really well at 67 contact versus lefty, 84 power versus lefty, 76 vision. Not bad numbers. If he's playing up against righties, he's a very, very, very good card. Coming in at number 2 on the list is the Manny Machado. Number 1. This one's probably a little bit surprising to most people, but I got Marco Luciano, the prospect for the Giants. I believe he's the 38th ranked prospect, if I'm not mistaken. He's right-handed batting, right-handed throwing. Primary shortstop, can play third base as well. Looking at his hitting, very well balanced. 84 contact versus righty, 80 contact versus lefty, 90 power versus righty, 82 power versus lefty, 57 vision, 88 discipline, 84 clutch. The thing about this Luciano is that he actually comes in at about 7,000 stubs, so great price for a pretty good shortstop. Then you're looking at his fielding, 75 fielding, 82 arm strength, 71 arm accuracy, 73 reaction with 66 speed. One of the rangier guys out of the shortstop options we have. One of the more balanced hitters. You're not getting a guy that's a platoon guy or anything. I think this Luciano, when you're comparing it mostly to shortstops, third baseman, second baseman, there's a couple first basemen on this list, of course. I think you can get a well-balanced card here. I do think he's the number 1 budget card, under 10,000 stubs. Pretty good price if you're looking for a budget player. And it's somebody that, hey, he's a young guy, could be kind of fun to play with. And I think that he'll actually develop in real life into a decent ball player if the Giants give him a chance. We'll see how early he gets up into the league. Right now, he's just one of their prospects. Either way, I got him coming in at number 1 on my Budget Beast list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up my top 10 Budget Beasts for infielders. Let me know what you guys think. I got Luciano coming in at number 1, Machado at 2, and Hoskins at 3. Do you guys think those are the top 3 guys, or am I missing somebody that's under 15,000 stubs on the marketplace? Let me know. Love to hear any comments from you. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And as already mentioned in the beginning, $25 gift card when we get to 1,500 subscribers. I'll put out a video where you guys will have to comment. And if you comment, that's how you'll enter the giveaway. Hopefully, I get 1,500 comments underneath there, but we will see what happens. Either way, I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play MLB The Show 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.